Have you ever struggled keeping your line art straight? Or have you tried getting smooth line art and it just coming out jagged, or the dreaded chicken scratch? Well, I'm here to help give you guys some quick tips on how to improve your line art. Now, after years of being a draftsman and working on my line arts and working on figuring out these tips, I found that these ones probably help beginners out really well with improving their line art and their line art skills. Now, let's get to the first way of practicing and improving your line art. Now, this tip is very simple. All you have to do is get your stylus, your pens, or markers to first get things moving, and then you move over towards your canvas of choice, whether it's paper, pens, canvas, what have you. And then all you have to do is... What you have to do is draw lines, scribbles, and circles. But don't just use your wrists, using the full motion of your arm and the full canvas to get into a nice groove. Honestly, this is one of the easiest steps that you could do to improve your line work. Now, specifically when you draw lines, go from top to bottom or side to the next side. Do this over and over and over and over until you fill up that canvas, page, what have you, and gain things where it's almost darker than dark. And make sure you do it in one solid, straightforward line. But when you do circles or scribbles, make sure you just keep at it until you fill up the full canvas. With it covering the full canvas, it will look almost like it's a complete and utter mess, and you're not really sure what's going on. But this is good practice. This is a good way to practice for your line art. Now, you may think that this is what some random person did in your high school notebook while you were bored in class. Fair enough. But how does your handwriting look? Is it nice and fluid, or is it chicken scratch? If not, you are probably like me and just don't care about your handwriting. But this skill allows you to improve your movement, to get used to drawing solid lines and avoid chicken scratch. It also allows you to grow confident in your drawing skills. After practicing these steps of drawing lines to improve your line art over and over and over, let's go into the next step, and that's practicing line weight. This is the harder way to practice your line art and will improve over time, like any other form of practice, but this one takes a little bit longer to practice and understand. This one will show skills and how you handle the lines that you are drawing with your line art a little bit more fluidly. Not just flat and dead looking lines on your line art for your illustrations, but full of life and depth. You can practice this by drawing slower and testing out different ways to press down or lower your amount of pressure on your canvas to test out these different ways to improve your line art. If you are drawing on a drawing tablet for your illustrations or your line art, please make sure to check out your pressure sensitivity, because if it's not comfortable for you, that is the best way to improve the ways to make it comfortable and more necessary for you to not hurt yourself in the long run of practicing line weight or even line weight in general when it comes to your illustrations. Now, practicing this can be daunting because the control you need to have, but after a while you will be able to go fast and faster and faster and faster, and eventually you'll be able to make line marks that you personally like. And that's all that matters, is that you personally like the marks that you're putting down onto paper, onto your canvas, onto whatever you are looking to do. If you look at that, there's a number of artists and illustrators that are out there that have great examples with line weight and processes of that. Like Gege, the mangaka, who makes Jujutsu Kaisen. The incredible details you see in both the DC and One Punch Man illustrations. There's huge amounts of examples out there of different ways that you can actually improve your line weight to look like and to manage it out in different ways. Now, to be specific, what you have to do is be able to know that you're putting a little bit more pressure or less pressure onto the board. And again, use these techniques that I told you earlier with the lines and the circles to practice testing out ways that you're pressing down while you're doing line art or while you're drawing that. And just add that into your habits so you know how to control the flow of your illustrations and your line art. After a while, you'll be able to practice and get this moving in a really good way. So much so that it becomes your own personal skill and your own personal preference of how to do line art. With that, you'll get that skill, and I would love to know what happened with it and where you guys have come from this video onwards. Though, if you do have any other questions about any other tips of illustration or any other forms of art, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys and let me know what I should do to help you guys improve even more in the future. If you want to share your artwork with me, you can either go onto Instagram and tag me into it through my Instagram account, or you could go through and enjoy the other people in the community's art in the Discord. The link should be down in the description as well, and that should help you guys out with forming a community to help out with tips. I do have a few different channels on there that could help out many beginner artists. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, please check out this video right here on the screen, picked specifically just for you to watch. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Bye bye bye.